Stop snoozing, start doing. Welcome to Tech with Betty. Okay, so in my last video, I mentioned that throughout this month, we are going to master Microsoft Excel. This will be the first tutorial I'll be taking, and today we're going to look at a powerful topic in Excel. Taking you through data cleaning using Power Query, creating slicers, inserting. I'll be sharing my screen with you now. Before I proceed, remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment value if you learned something new from this video. So this is the data I'll be using. I'm just going to copy it to Excel now. It's unstructured, you know, it's not in a tabular form. Before creating our pivot table, the goal is to put this data in a table format. So to do that, I'm going to use Power Query. Power Query is a powerful tool in Excel that we can use for data cleaning. So from Get Data, I'll click on Table, from Table Range. Create table, click on OK. Well, before creating the table, I want to do some data cleaning. So it's going to take me to Power Query now. It's going to take me to Power Query Editor. And I'm going to use Power Query to split the data into columns. So here's my data, so I'll just split on columns, split column, then by delimiter. Of course, from the data we can see that the values in the data are separated by a symbol, the pipe symbol. So split by delimiter custom. I'm just going to show you. So we have column, comma, custom. Comma is custom, so we insert the symbol. Then I'm going to click on OK. Yeah, so you can see our table has been split into column. I'm going to delete this. So the next thing I want to do, I want to be sure that we don't have any unnecessary space in our cell. So Control A, I'm going to highlight. I'm going to go to transform, then format, trim. So trim removes all spaces in the cell. So the next thing I want to do is header. I'm going to go to my own tab, use first row as header, use first row as header. Then I want to do is to be sure that my columns are in the right format. So product ID should be number. Product name is in text format. Text format is ABC. Size also is in text format. Quantity should be in number. Yeah. So price, of course, is a currency sign. So my price should be currency. My date, of course, is in the right format. So I'm just going to click on it so you can see date. My year should be in number. Payment mode is in text, country text, region text. So my data is good to go. So I'm going to close and load back to Excel. Close and load back to Microsoft Excel. So to create pivot table, we can just go to insert. You can use recommended pivot table. Table range. I'm going to do this. Select my table range. So I'm going to go to insert, click on pivot table. From table range, I'll click on it. My table range, I'm just going to select my table range. Selected. Let's click on OK. Yeah. So my pivot table field now open. So this data, I'm going to use this data to answer some questions. I'm going to use this data to go back. I'm going to go on insert, pivot table, from table range, I'm going to select my table range. So boom, because it's in a table format, of course we got all answers without having to click anything. So yeah, I have my revenue. So as I said, the first question I'm asking this data is how much revenue was made. So I'm going to do that by I'm going to use this data to answer some questions. So from this data, we can see product ID, we can see product name, we can see size, quantity, price, date, year, payment mode, country, region, revenue. This data is showing us the sales made in each country, sales made in different region over time, over a period of 2018 to 20. So revenue will go to values. Revenue values. Okay, let me just explain it. This pivot table field, what pivot table does for us, of course from the name, is just to create a table to summarize our data in a table format. So we have filter, we have columns, we have row. Whatever field I want in my column, I'm going to drag it down. If I want product name to be in column, I'll drag it there. Product name. If I want product ID to be in rows, I'll drag it there. Rows. So my values has to be a figure. Values has to be a figure. So I'll drag my revenue down there. But as I said, the first question I want to answer is, what's the total revenue made in each country? So I'm just going to delete this one. Total revenue, have my sum of revenue in each country. In each country over the period of 5 years, 2018 to 2019. So my country has to be in rows and my column we have to be here. So we can see sum of revenue, different countries, 2018, Australia made a total of this amount, 2019, no sales, 2020, no sales, 2021, no sales, 2022, no sales. You can see Brazil, 2019 and 2022, they made sales. So this is just tabular summary of total revenue made in each country. But I said total revenue made in each country and region. But for my region, I'm going to include it down here, filter. So it's going to filter the regions. So you can see all. We have just 4 regions. So this I can filter it. You can say I want to see just Europe. So what is the total revenue made in Europe? So we have France, Germany, UK. So the fields I used to get my total revenue by country, total revenue, of course, revenue, country. I wanted to get it across this 5 years, across 5 years, 2018 to 2022. Then my region also, I'm coming there, but let me just remove this. The next question, I want to ask my data. Next question I want to ask my data is, what product? Next question. I'm going to remove this field I'm not using for this. Okay, so I'm going to use quantity. And quantity. I'm going to use quantity. Quantity will go to values. I'm going to remove this revenue. So quantity will go to values. What product was sold the most? Product name, country roles, then across the 5 years. So we have about 6 unique products, dress, gloves, indigent, 6 unique products, and we can see that throughout we have 6 unique products, and we can see that t-shirts. We have 6 unique products, and we can see that t-shirts was sold the most. So from this data, total revenue, the highest revenue was Canada. But to make this more arranged, I'm going to sort my data so that the highest can be first and the smallest can be later. Sort. Like I said, I'm going to sort for products also, so I'm going to sort the same way. So we can see 3 t-shirts. So as we can see, t-shirt was sold all through the 5 years and a total of 3,780. So next question, I want to ask my data. The next question I want to ask my data is, what payment mode was mostly used across different countries? So the next question I want to ask my data is, what payment method was mostly used across the different countries? So as I did before, I'm going to do again. Let's copy and paste. So payment method across different countries, payment method across different countries. Payment method. Also, I'm going to drag my payment mode and to drag it to rows. Of course, I'm going to remove this because I'm no longer using it. Which was mostly used? We're going to sort to know that answer. We have card, cash, online. Which of these payment method was mostly used by our customers? I'm going to sort to know which of the payment method was mostly used by our customers. So I want to know which of the payment method was mostly used by our customers. So what I'm going to do is to sort again. I'm going to sort the largest to smallest. So here we know the cash mode of payment was mostly used. So if I want to see the different payment modes across countries, I'm just going to drag country down here. Okay. I'm just going to sort this again. So it's kind of, I'm just going to sort it again. Largest to smallest. can see USA use more cash compared to Japan. Canada use more card compared to China. You can see UK use more of online payment method. So yeah, you can just leave our data like this. So the next thing I want to introduce us to is sliders. As I said the other time, a slider can also be referred to as filter. Here we have filter. I didn't use it at all because, okay, let me show you what the filter will look like. So suppose I drag size the filter. Suppose I drag size. Suppose I drag what that means. Suppose I drag size to filter so we can size into remote. I prefer to use sliders. I'm going to go to pivot table analyze. Okay, I'm going to click on insert sliders. So okay, before that, so as I said, I'm going to insert sliders. So go to pivot table and going to insert sliders. So my sliders, so for sliders I'm going to use region. Now I'm going to use size. So yeah, I'm going to use size. Yeah, try it here. Reduce this. Try this here. Reduce this. So yeah, you see the number of products sold in North America. Just need to click on North America, and yeah, in North America we made a revenue of this, and we sold more of t-shirts also. We sold total of this in products, and yeah, so that's for North America. South America, same. South America, we have Brazil alone. Asia Pacific. So this is it. So we can just click on medium, template trade. No filter, no filter. Okay, so my filter field won't be empty. I can just drag something there. I can drag my date. So something just for us to know what pivot table is all about. So date. I don't like this, but I'm just going to change it. Okay, I have my sliders. I have my pivot table. So you can see. So the next thing I want to do is to insert. Next thing I want to do is to insert timeline. So this is our timeline. Let me drag it here. For now, because I'm going to rearrange this. So timeline. After inserting my timeline, so from here we can see that we can edit by year, we can edit by quarter, we can edit by month, we can even edit by days. So January 1 is going to show us January 1. This is the only January 1, 2018. This is the only sale. Sales were made in USA alone. In US alone, you can see the different products we were able to sell, the quantity, and you can see the payment mode used for that period. But I want this to be quarters. So I can see first quarter. Yeah, so that's what timeline does. I want it by month also, we can check it out. January to February, that's quarter 1. January alone, so like that. So I want my importers, so I'm just going to leave it like that. The next thing I want to do here is to insert my pivot chart. Let's do it for now. So pivot table, I want to insert a chart. Okay, so this is revenue by country across different shares. But I want, what type of charts do I want? I'm going to have to select it. This tech. Is it clustered? What kind of charts do I want to have to select it? Is it clustered? Is it clustered? Stacked column? You can see how this looks. This is actually looking this is actually a good summary because you can see 2018, can read it, orange 2019, the blue is 2018, green 2020, 2021 also is blue, just that 2018 is a correct whatever. I think I want this because it's in a more defined column. I'm going to select same for this. Is that the same one? So let's see. Right, I'm going to select same for this also. Right, I'm just going to. Okay, I think I prefer this without the banded column. Without the banded columns, let's remove grade 9. Grade 9, let's remove it off my data. Let's close this because I'm done. What I have so far, but I don't want this column labels, row labels, so I'm just going to go to my pivot table, analyze, field headers, then click commit, so that can go up here. So it looks more better like the sum of revenue. Payment mode by country. So firstly, Never get country, of course, I'm going to remove field errors. So this makes no sense, right? So more quantity, so you need to change that. You need to call this total quantity. But my sliders, I'll bring them up here. I need to bring them up here. So we need to reduce the height. We're going to reduce the width. Of course, once we see error, we know it's large. Once we see M, once we see S, we know what it means, right? The region need to bring the air also. Like my field tells myself. I'm going to give this a title, so I'll go to illustration, go to shapes. I'm going to do some editing now. So let's see. Yeah. So this is what pivot table can do for you. It actually started from here. This was what we had initially. This was how the data was. Very scattered data. Then we got it to here using Power Query. We use Power Query for data cleaning. Then we clean here and we were able to use keywords to do this. I hope you learned something from this video. So this is what I was able to create using Power Query for data cleaning and my pivot table analysis. I hope you learned and gained value. So guys, if you love what you see, you want to master your tech tools, you want to master your technical tools, then subscribe to my channel, follow my page on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Let's master our technical tools together. Let's learn together. It's Tech with Betty.